Hello and welcome to the C Show. And this week with slightly less anger, we're like the diet version. We're gonna save that for the TNA show later this week. Hello,
Hey.
I'm Slick Rob.
Are you? Unfortunately, my nana felt lumps on her breast, but it was okay because it turned out that those were her knees. So,
That's Liquid Nation.
that's Liquid Nation.
This is Rotten asking, did your parents build you a swing facing a wall when you were a kid?
Who, me?
Yes. Yes, Rob. Yes.
No, they didn't.
Yes.
They didn't build me jack squat.
Yes.
Anyways, so this is our weekend review for May 7th to May 11th, 2012, for WWE. And we start off Raw with a recap of last week's show with John Cena being attacked by John Laurinaitis, Lord Tensai, and Sakamoto. I believe this is his name.
Yeah, it's Sakamoto.
Okay. And
Nakamoto.
And we start off the show with John Laurinaitis. Hello, people power.
I love people power. I'm sorry. I can't. I really do. Laurinaitis is becoming a great heel for me. To me.
I think he's good in small doses, but you get too much of him, and it just.
I don't think it's if you get too much of him. I think it's that if he needs to talk for too long, he kind of stumbles over his words.
Yeah.
He doesn't even actually need to talk that long because the minute he comes out, he can stumble over his words, as we'll see on Smackdown.
So he introduces himself and he talks about his time in Japan.
Great video segment, by the way.
He says Cena embarrassed him last week by calling him an idiot and a corporate jackass, which I loved every second of that.
I didn't. I thought it was just another John Cena promo, but apparently you decided to suddenly start to like John Cena. Whatever.
Really?
That was a good John Cena promo.
It was a John Cena promo. It wasn't a good one or bad. It was just a John Cena promo.
Well,
great.
you could say that, but it was better than the typical John Cena promo we get, which sounds so heavily like he's just taking whatever they feed him and just reading off a script.
Well, talking about that, John Cena promo was on Smackdown, yeah. Never, but we'll get to that.
So Laurinaitis says Brock injured Cena's arm and Laurinaitis injured his pride. He tells Cena that he thought he was humbled by Lesnar. Humbled. He will show everyone how skillful and dangerous he can be. Yes, I want to see John Cena's next opponent, the Iron Sheik.
I hope it's Matt Morgan. Because Matt Morgan.
The Iron Sheik Matt Morgan?
You know that?
The Iron Sheik Matt Morgan?
No.
Because that would be a great tag team.
What the fuck?
Kick him in the face and fuck him in the ass.
And their tag team name would be the Blue Ass.
What?
Don't know.
Kick him in the face and fuck him in the ass.
Kick him in the face and fuck him in the ass when he is out cold.
Okay. Already, we're like, what, 5 minutes in and we've already gone terribly off track.
Dude, the blue ass sounds like a medical condition you would want a doctor to check out.
Exactly. Because you're gonna need a doctor when they're finished with you.
So, anyways, Laurinaitis refuses to apologize for using a chair and says he wasn't reprimanded for by the board of directors because they know he can be tough but fair. Yeah, that was fair. He says Cena was sent home for tonight so he could do therapy on his arm, and so he has no excuses at Over the Limit. And he says, in the spirit of people power, he will make sure Cena appears for an interview with Michael Cole. He puts the rest of the locker room on notice that anyone making fun of his voice will be severely dealt with. He says his voice issues came from an injury at the hands of Dr. Death Steve Williams in Japan. And then he goes through a slideshow of his career in Japan.
Wasn't a slideshow, they had video.
No, no, there was no video. No. It was just
it was just pictures.
No, there was video.
I don't remember there being video.
Yeah, there was video. I definitely remember video because there was the whole him doing the tag team move and there was the drop kick and, you know.
I remember that picture.
You don't remember that? Wow.
I do not. I remember it being all pictures and no, like...
Yeah. Yeah, I do too. He says in Japan he was Stone Cold, The Rock, and Hulk Hogan rolled into one.
Imagine that abomination.
So let's see. Let's take Stone Cold's crappy knees and neck, combine that with Hulk Hogan's bad back,
and The Rock's promos, current promos.
Current promos, yes.
Oh, God.
So in other words, you could snap Johnny Ace like a twig.
Yeah. Well, I liked his finishes. I mean, there was the Ace Crusher 1, which was just a cutter.
Even if he wasn't a combination of those three wrestlers, you could still snap him like a twig.
There was the Ace Crusher 2, which was a leg drop bulldog. And the Johnny Spike, which was a Spike DDT.
There's also, I liked his variations on the Ace Crusher, like the lifting Ace Crusher.
I liked his top rope Ace Crusher. That was pretty cool.
All right, so
I liked the apron Ace Crusher as well. That was awesome.
So he closes with, "God bless all of you, God bless people power, and God help John Cena." And he's interrupted by CM Punk.
Do you think he's going to? Do you think they're going to let him do an Ace Crusher to John Cena at the pay-per-view?
Yeah, but they'd have to have someone on commentary saying that that's the Ace Crusher and not the RKO.
I'm telling you now, right? It's going to happen, right? In Laurinaitis' match, right? It's going to be interrupted, right, by Laurinaitis' brother, the Road Warrior Animal. Oh, yeah.
You think Road Warrior Animal will come?
Oh, what a rush!
You think he'll come back just to turn heel?
Totally.
For one night and never come back again.
Actually, he was heel, but when he left.
Yes.
If you remember that he wasn't even calling himself like the Road Warrior. He was just calling himself like Warrior Animal or something. I forget.
Yes.
Anyways, yes. Okay. So Punk comes out, and Punk says Laurinaitis never ceases to amaze him.
You know, I used to prefer...
I think he stumbled over his words, like, at the beginning. Like, he was like, "You never not cease to amaze everyone," or something like that. And then he just realized what he did, and he's like, "Wait. And you never cease to amaze me."
I think I preferred long hair Punk.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Jesus-haired Punk, yeah.
Or even earlier Punk, because like now he's kind of becoming, I don't want to sound like a hipster, but I'm going to. He's becoming a bit too, like, mainstream as a character, if that makes sense.
Well,
Does that make sense?
His mainstream character sells a lot of merch, so.
Boo. 2 stars.
So, Punk says that Laurinaitis, as the genius behind people power, is clueless as to what the people want. And he says that Punk is on his side though tonight, but he's not going to make it easy. He's not going to tell Laurinaitis what the people want to see. He's going to start off with what they don't want to hear or see. They don't want to hear or see Laurinaitis week in and week out with agendas and bucket lists. And he says that Laurinaitis' revisionist history of his time in Japan is awesome, but he loves to tell the truth.
Wait. I'll just go through John Laurinaitis' accomplishments in Japan, just to see if like Laurinaitis was as crap as Punk keeps making him out to be. Okay, All Japan Pro Wrestling, 6-time tag team champion.
He had an incredible tag team partner.
Well, he's had 3 tag team partners in the time.
And who were they?
They were Kenta Kobashi.
Yeah, the guy CM Punk's pretty much the guy CM Punk took the GTS from. Yeah.
Yes. Mike Barton and Steve Williams.
So all great wrestlers.
Yes.
So.
You know they're good wrestlers because they have pictures on Wikipedia when they wouldn't normally. He's also a 2-time FCW tag champion. He's the ICWA Florida heavyweight champion at one time. He's the OWF heavyweight champion. He was the PWF Florida tag team champion 2 times with the Terminator.
The Terminator?
That's what the wrestler's called, the Terminator. So yeah. So honestly, Johnny Ace isn't lying about having a lot of championships in his time. You know?
Yeah,
by the way, I was slightly wrong, and I thought I had this wrong, and I did that. When Animal went heel, he just called himself the Road Warrior, but he dropped most of the associated gimmicks that the Road Warrior had. So the face paint and the shoulder pads.
What a rush.
Anyways, and this is CM Punk says this is all about Laurinaitis putting all of his chips on Lesnar, and Cena beat him. He then attacked an already injured Cena like a hyena, and Punk asked if he's forgetting anything.
You know, not too long ago, Punk and Cena were in like a feud.
Yeah.
Then
That happened more than a week ago, so people don't remember.
Here's the real kicker. Punk says Laurinaitis had to go to Japan because no one would pay a dime to employ Laurinaitis here in the States.
Not particularly true when all of those American championships have been...
Yeah, but those were after he went to Japan, were they not?
Yes.
So those were after he came back from Japan.
Actually, I'm not sure. I'll just double check.
Well, you could say that, yeah, they were in a feud, but, I think...
Nope. He won his first championship in FCW.
But you could still argue that all of that was because of who his brother was.
That was the term. That was when he was tagging with the Terminator, not with the brother.
I'm saying you could still argue that was all because he was
you could say
brother of one of the Road Warriors.
I don't know.
And if you listen to Jim Cornette, which, again, take that with a grain of salt, but the only reason he was employed in Japan is because Giant Baba's wife liked him.
But as I was saying, I can see...
That is Jim Cornette, though.
Yeah, CM Punk may not like Cena, but I'm sure... I think he at least respects him to a degree as a competitor.
No, he doesn't.
No,
that was the whole point of the thing. It was...
that was the whole point.
That was the whole point of his feud. It was he didn't respect him at all.
No, he liked Cena. He just didn't respect that he was the top guy. He didn't like that.
Yeah, I think
He
that
didn't
was just
like him
more
as the
that
face of
Cena was a top guy. I don't think he has any problem as a competitor per se.
Anyways, so Laurinaitis asks, "Are we finished?" And Punk asks, "Am I? I don't know. Am I finished?" And the crowd says, "No."
I love this. I love this part.
And then he calls Laurinaitis a toolbox.
Because apparently you can't call someone just a tool.
Well, I don't know if it's that. I don't know if he's saying that there's a whole bunch of tools inside him.
Guys, by the way, Ali is here with us. Say hi, Ali.
Hi.
Anyways, so Laurinaitis proceeds to punish Punk by putting him in a match against Lord Tensai later tonight. And Punk says that's fine, and he'll get his satisfaction watching John Cena twist Laurinaitis into a pretzel at Over the Limit.
I don't remember him saying that. I just remember him saying that he'll get satisfaction out watching Cena beat him.
No, I think I remember the pretzel thing. Which, if you look at the STF, yeah, and after the commercial, we get Laurinaitis bumping into the Big Show, and after he bumps into Big Show, he berates him for not watching where he was going, and Show looks at Laurinaitis and says, "Whatever you say, Mr. Laurinaitis, people power."
By the way, Big Show does a terrible Laurinaitis impression.
Well, I think it's hard for him with everything so big on him. It's kind of.
I thought he did fine.
Everything is big on him. How do you know? Bum 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 bum.
Well, I'm just on the groupie track, but no. Anyways,
everything is big on Big Show.
Everything. So, and
Vicky knows.
what?
Oh God. That's the thing that even Big Show is ashamed of, though.
What?
That he had a thing for Vicky.
Oh God.
Vicky's all right looking.
Are you blind, man?
For her age, she looks.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she does.
Yes, she does.
She really doesn't.
For her age, she's all right.
She is no MILF.
No, but I'm saying she's average. I'm saying she's okay. I'm saying she's not ugly.
Average for Americans, maybe, but not here.
Oh, because every British female I walk up to is a bombshell. Okay.
No, they age better.
Okay, if you say so.
I mean,
okay, let's look at the Queen and let's look at it.
Rob, she's only 44.
So?
she's not like 60. 44 isn't that old.
Yeah, I know, but she looks okay.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she does.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she does.
Not at all.
Okay, shut up. Shut up, Jerry Lawler.
Something fucking wrong with you, man.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah, it's fucking very wrong with you.
Anyways, we get Big Show versus Cody Rhodes.
Why do they have to keep doing this? Please let these guys move on. Please, God.
So,
I mean, both of them deserve so much more.
yeah, well,
Personally, I think Big Show should turn heel and get the US title.
so the match ends in a countout when Cody Rhodes runs away.
Which means they're continuing the feud. Great.
Yeah, I can see that. I didn't think about that. Well, yeah, but
Anyways, so Show gets a microphone and calls Cody back down to the ring, and Cody says, "Fuck that, no."
To be honest, I would too.
why didn't this feud end after Cody won back the title?
Because Big Show is entitled to his rematch.
And the only reason why they gave Cody the title, they gave Big Show the title then, was so that Cody didn't become the longest reigning Intercontinental champion holder.
Actually, if you look back to the
That
beginning of
would
the
be
Intercontinental,
I'm sorry, he was not on that long a run at that point. No one's gonna come close to touching Honky Tonk. I'm sorry.
How
It's
long was
not
Honky
happening.
Tonk?
there was someone before Honky Tonk who had like a 3-year reign.
How long was Honky Tonk though?
I don't know. Someone get on Wikipedia and we'll move on while we get.
I'll do that.
Anyways, we get an excruciating segment with Eve coming out and demanding an apology and making Big Show cry. What is it with them and like, let's make Big Show cry? Yeah, that's a great idea.
That's because Big Show's so good at crying.
He's like a legitimately emotional guy.
Yeah, Big Show's
like every Hall of Fame ceremony, you see like Big Show off in the corner, like bawling his eyes out. And I respect the guy for it. He's emotional. Okay.
Honky was a champion for 1 year, 2 months, and 27 days.
I think there was someone who had 3 years, but I don't know. So she demands an apology. He says, "What for?" And she reminds him that Show was mocking Laurinaitis' voice.
Do you know who the longest WWE champion holder is?
Who?
Bruno Sammartino. Yes.
Okay.
Who held the title from May 17th, 1963 to January 18th, 1971. 7 years, 8 months, and 4 days.
Yep. So, all right, where was I? Okay, yeah. She says, she stops him from leaving and says, "There's not much use for a 7-foot, 400-pound man like Big Show outside of 400-pound freak outside of wrestling."
That's a bit harsh.
Yeah, that's
harsh.
And that's where it's the point of let's make Big Show cry.
I don't think it wasn't Dustin making him cry. I thought he kind of looked pissed at that comment. Honestly,
yeah, let's
he's like you.
Eve, let's you realize that if he lifts you up and throws you, you're never coming down. He'll throw you into Earth's orbit.
He's like it's like you bitch. If I didn't have morals, I would so pick you up and do things to you.
Wait.
Bum, 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 bum.
I would rape you. No.
Okay, that's not even funny phrasing. No.
I will crush you. I'll make a man.
Everything's big on me, baby.
I'll make a man out of you.
Wait, what?
I'll make a woman out of you.
Oh no, he's not Ric Flair. Yeah, that's what we need. We need a tag team of Ric Flair and Big Show. And they only have matches against Eve.
Okay.
It's a handicap match. Because because when she leaves the ring, she can't walk straight.
No, the longest reigning is the Honky Tonk Man.
Oh, okay. Anyways.
Actually, you could say that Triple H is the longest reigning one, because he unified the title with the World Heavyweight Championship, so he hasn't technically lost it.
He lost the unified title at some point.
But he didn't lose the Intercontinental title.
Oh, okay.
Itself.
So
Chyna's also held it, so yeah.
So the next match is Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. Really? Really?
Again?
Really? Really?
Really? Really? Really?
Why does WWE keep doing this, Sir? It's like,
it's
another match with two guys that have already been in a long feud. They haven't wrestled each other for a while, but let's do it again anyway.
So
the crowd and everyone's like, it hasn't been long enough. In fact, don't ever do it again. It doesn't need to be done.
I think they're setting up for a tag team championship match, but still,
to be fair though, it was a good match.
Yeah, and I think they're setting up for a tag champ match, but at that point you would say
they always have a good match. That's not the issue.
The question is why they didn't do like R-Truth versus Dolph Ziggler. If you're going for a tag team match, because R-Truth and Dolph Ziggler have never really faced off that much. That's a fresh idea.
By the way, I was watching the Royal Rumble from 2001, and that has R-Truth in it, and he looks exactly the same. I mean, he was even wearing like similar trousers and shit. It was scary.
Anyway, so
he hasn't really changed.
Ziggler hits the
he's never really changed his outfit, to my knowledge, since it's been in
Ziggler gets the assist from Jack Swagger and hits the zigzag for the win. It was an okay match. But we go from that to an interview with John Cena.
John Cena.
Via satellite. So he's now The Rock.
Yeah, it's funny because, Cena was going on about, The Rock being via satellite, and he does the exact same fucking thing himself. Yeah.
But
at least Cena has a more legitimate excuse. He's hurt.
No, The Rock had a more legitimate excuse, which was lots and lots of money.
Yeah, true.
How is that a more legitimate excuse? How does that make sense?
Because Cena's arm was hurt, not his legs.
Oh, I see.
Well, how's this for a legitimate excuse? Cena's out on injury from his wallet because of a certain divorce that's happening.
Yes.
Oh
dear.
no,
That's just a mess right there, isn't it? That thing.
Yeah.
That's
as soon as she hires the lawyer that Linda Hogan hired, it's just like, oh, here we go.
Here we go again.
Yeah, that's just like that. That's what's kind of scary about it is that his wife has hired the same guy that basically allowed Hogan's wife to screw him over.
Yay!
To be fair, Hogan deserved it, but but at the same time, he didn't deserve to lose that much. But at the same time, he earned that from swindling people. But whatever. Cena at least has a prenup. Anyways, we're getting terribly off topic.
Yes.
Wouldn't be the C show without going terribly off topic.
Yes.
All I know is he should have known better marrying a woman with one of the weirdest names I've ever heard of, Hooverdow.
That's one of the weirdest names you've heard of? Really?
Anyways, Oh,
by the way, in WWE 12, I have now made my first black guy.
What's his name?
Maverick Apollo. I made him as black as I could.
Well, Dookie was blacker than Black Van.
That's true. That's because he was a living shit. It's really not a.
Anyways, you should give Dookie alternate attire that's like green or.
I was gonna make white Dookie, so it was like a bird Dookie.
Ah. Okay.
Seriously, Dookie isn't that black unless and if it is, there's something wrong.
Anyways, speaking of something wrong, Cena has asked for a medical update, and he says that he has to have his elbow drained twice a day, but there is no structural damage, and he's determined to go over the limit.
A teacher of mine used to have something like that, but with his leg, where instead of his leg being his leg didn't need to be drained because that was because he got TB, so his leg just filled with pus and shit, and it had to be drained every week.
Thank you. I really need to hear that. Anyways,
you seem to enjoy talking about things with pus there, Nathan.
Pus is a lovely thing.
So doctors have recommended that he not compete for several months, and Cena says that's okay because I strongly recommend, in my professional opinion, that they have no idea who they're dealing with. Okay, so Cena has turned into Kurt Angle and Hulk Hogan.
It would be so funny if Cena was like, they have no idea what they're talking about. And 1 week later, just sort of Cena with his arm amputated. Ah!
I can beat you with one arm, because that's all I have.
I can beat you with my severed arm. Ah! I can beat you with one arm. My severed one. Ah! Sounds like something Terry Funk would have used.
Anyways.
So he comes out doing a Zach Gowen type thing?
Possibly.
Anyways, so is that the kid who had one leg?
Yeah.
Who wrestled Brock Lesnar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he win?
No.
Oh.
No, he was a skinny little... He was a skinny little, just thin kid.
Twig.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Twig. Twig. That's what I was looking for. Skinny little twig of a kid.
I was watching some Eddie videos, and one of the recommended videos was Rey Mysterio challenges Brock Lesnar, and I'm just like, wait, what?
You say that, right?
He challenged Brock Lesnar? You
say that, right? But at the same time, you've got to remember that there's that Gowan kid, he has he's won the AAW Tag Team Championship one time. He's won the BWCW Heavyweight Championship one time, and he's won the CAPW Junior Heavyweight title one time. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
then you look at Brock Lesnar's accomplishments.
Brock. Yeah, but Brock Lesnar's a dick, so I think that kind of evens out.
Anyways, so
all of a sudden, Evan Bourne comes back and challenges Brock Lesnar.
with a broken foot.
The guy who wrestled him before had one leg.
Yeah, but like, Evan Bourne's a high flyer. How can he do it?
Zach Gowen's finisher is a moonsault.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
it
I guess
is.
he moonsaulted onto Brock Lesnar's shoulders. F5. Done.
You come from the house of liking bigger guys, I see.
No, it's not that. It's
You're a
just that. It's just that
I don't
see-
come with it from that school either. It's just when you look that fucking skinny, it's just
And you look
it's
at Brock
really
Lesnar,
hard to make you look threatening at all, especially against
and
a
that was
lot,
back when-
especially against a lot. Considering the fact that most of the wrestlers have at least some bulk on them.
Boo, one
And
star.
Lesnar looked like he was on so many steroids.
Oh, it looked like, really?
Well, there's no definitive proof to say that he was on them.
Really?
So that's why I'm saying that.
Just look at him.
Well, now he can't be on steroids because he's.
Well,
In
yeah,
WWE.
just look at him now, though.
He doesn't look any different than he did before.
Yeah, he does. He had a lot more muscle before.
It's a lot more muscle than now.
Anyways,
Not even.
Cole asks if Cena's surprised Laurinaitis was not reprimanded, and Cena says the board of directors contacted him, and Cena told them to forget the anger management courses and tolerance or whatever, and he said, please don't fire him until over the limit.
Why did they contact Cena?
I guess they wanted Cena's approval on the situation? I don't know. Because
Yeah,
Cena
that
was the one hurt.
that is weird. I didn't. Why would they?
Because Cena was the one injured by Laurinaitis?
Yeah, but he's an employee. They surely should have contacted the
They
one
should
of
have
the.
contacted Triple H.
Oh, no, Triple H is injured. They should have contacted someone in administrative staff and not one of the wrestlers who's
Anyways.
injured.
Well, I suppose in a real job, yeah, they probably would talk to the person that just got it, the employee that just got injured,
Yeah,
and like
but that
they
was the-
may
would-
have just been calling them just to get a report from him as to.
They would be calling him to ask if he was going to sue. Right? They wouldn't call him to ask what to do.
Yeah, but I think Cena would say, Cena has enough like merch power to say, super merch power. I command you.
Maybe they called. Maybe they called him just to say, hey, ask him, hey, you're going to sue. Even if you're not going to, we're going to. We were planning to fire him, and then Cena basically said no, don't.
Anyway, so Cole says he's been studying Laurinaitis' Japanese tapes for a while, and he's really impressed. And he asks if Cena's scared, and Cena says he's scared that Laurinaitis is going to hurt himself before Cena can hurt him and over the limit. Which I kind of got to laugh at. That was.
What was you riding Cena's dick recently, Rob?
The way you said it was kind of funny.
It wasn't.
I did not like this promo.
It was a bland bloody Cena promo again.
Yeah, it was.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Jesus, Rob.
Excuse me if I. Have we become so fucking embittered that we can't enjoy Cena at all?
No,
He's got to where he is because for a reason. Jesus.
reasons because he's marketable to kids, but it's because he's marketable to like basically to people who haven't seen the show before. How are you not tired as fuck with him?
Because this is a slight. This is the return to the.
It's not.
It feels better than, at least it's better than the Cena Rock promos.
That's true. That's true.
It's so refreshing to get away from that.
At least it's not. This is the time when I'm supposed to say I respect The Rock. I do not.
Yeah, that.
Get to it.
Anyways, he says he's gonna kick Johnny Ace's ass. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to not be somewhat bitter toward about Cena because the main reason is just because the bigger reason is just because of the constant teases they've made towards a heel turn have really turned me off. And
if you honestly expected they were going to turn him heel, then
it's not really. It's not the fact that they've constantly teased him becoming a heel. It's that they know he'd be a better character if he was a heel, but they won't do it for money reasons.
So they're a business. They're there to make money.
They would make as much money off Cena if they turned him into the Dr. Thugonomics again.
I'm just saying, do Smarks pay for pay-per-views?
Yes.
Not as much as mothers of kids.
Well, yeah, to be honest, Smarks are the people who were clever enough to pirate it, so...
But yes, that's what I was saying, but
Well, the second reason is just because I don't really like the fact that Cena is such a loyal company guy. He should. I'm not saying he shouldn't be to some degree, but he should be a little bit more for the fan. He should cater a little bit more to the older fans.
I do think that he needs, not even that he needs to cater more to the older fans. I just think he needs to. Every wrestler needs to change every so often to keep their character fresh and to keep the product good. You don't just make a product to make money. You also make it to, to entertain people. And if he's not entertaining anymore, they should stop.
Anyways, so yeah. Next match is Maxine and Natalya versus Kelly Kelly and Layla. And what I liked about this match is that Kelly Kelly was barely in it. So, as soon as Kelly Kelly came out, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I was like, as soon as I saw Kelly Kelly come out, I was like, skipping forward.
I kind of like.
So guess what, guys?
From what little I got to see of Maxine, I think I like her.
Guess what, guys?
Maxine is good. You didn't watch it.
No. But I do like Maxine, though. She's good on NXT.
I really don't know how. It's such a hard thing to call. Even though it might be a good match, sort of. It's really hard to call it a good match when they barely give it fucking time.
Yeah, well, it was good for what they allow them for time. Yeah, I really want to see more of Layla. Layla is great. I applaud them for giving the title to Layla. Even if it means Beth isn't holding the title. By the way, Beth is on commentary for this match.
But she barely gets to say anything because the match is so short.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
And, Layla wins the match with a neckbreaker, which I'm kind of weirded out that her finisher is just a neckbreaker, but,
No divas have no good finishes apart from Karma and Beth Phoenix.
Natalia,
I don't know what Natalia's finisher is.
the
The
sharpshooter.
sharpshooter.
She never gets to use it.
Yeah, that's true. That's because she's become such a jobber lately. Yeah. But her sharpshooter is like as good or better than Brett's.
It's better than the Rock's.
Oh yeah.
That's not hard.
I was talking about Bret Hart's. I'm sorry,
Uh,
and I mean before the stroke.
I don't think it'll be better than Brett's.
Well, the way she does it, like she leans back into it.
And she does it properly.
But
when Shawn, actually, when Shawn Michaels was about to do the sharpshooter at Survivor Series, during the screw job, Bret Hart was actually, telling him how to do the sharpshooter properly.
Yeah, so we've all seen Brett versus Shawn, okay? We all know why you put that.
I didn't notice him telling him how to do the sharpshooter, which must be even more of a slap in the face. Like
Yeah.
afterwards, like I told him how to do it, and then I lost. Son of a
Ring the
bitch.
bell.
Anyways, so our next match is Alberto Del Rio and Chris Jericho versus Randy Orton and Sheamus.
I was just thinking that would be a great, that would actually be a great little thing if they did it. As someone is doing the sharpshooter, not knowing how to do it, and someone is like saying, "No, this is how you do it," and then they use it on them and win the match with it.
I do think that honestly,
that's a great name for the tag team, Fella and Boring.
you know what I would really like is for there to be a WWE show that was done after the Watershed. So there's
After the water, what?
after 9 o'clock, so they can swear.
Info guy here. Watershed's the hour where you get displayed more adult programming than.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that reminds like on recently. This is sort of off topic, but recently when I was watching TNA, like they showed a commercial for the show afterwards. That was the MMA show.
Uncensored live.
Yeah, and the dude said, "Bobby Roode, you may think you're the it factor, but you're the shit factor." And I'm like, wait, what? Did he just say that on TV?
Yeah, TNA is TNA is on a later time than WWE. It was the past the
They're
Watershed
at the
then.
same time.
Actually, they are at the same time.
Huh.
It's the same time slot, 9 to 11.
Well, WWE should swear more then.
Over
And
here,
have the moms turning off the TV. Yeah.
over here
But,
where I live.
do think,
Over here where I live, it's
that's why I said they should have a show that's purposefully after the Watershed for that.
over here.
So,
it's
like-
actually. Sorry.
So like the one Impact had after Impact.
No, I mean one for feuds to be built up more, basically. One for the Smarks, basically.
Hmm.
So a one where the smaller guys get to wrestle more and get to shoot, more.
So NXT.
Almost. No, because that's that isn't really a Smark show. It's still on. It still holds the PG guidelines.
As I was
NXT
trying to say, though,
NXT isn't shitty from what I remember.
No,
Anyways.
it still has the same kind of guidelines that.
But it has William Regal on commentary.
Yes.
as I
Or
was
wait, was that
trying to say, over here the hours are 8 to 10, so it's actually an hour earlier.
But that's because you're on Central Time, right?
Could be part of it.
That's exactly why it's the reason is because you're on Central Time. Anyways, so we start off with Orton versus Del Rio, which I thought it was okay because I
so boring.
I was like, Del Rio seems to be actually putting effort into this, and it looks, yeah. for the most part, it seemed like Del Rio was pushing Orton as hard as he could. I know it's still Orton, but still. I honestly don't think if Chimera had a match against Orton, you would like it.
No, I wouldn't.
I call the team of Orton and Sheamus boring and getting there.
Oh,
No,
God.
Sheamus is doing better. Sheamus.
Well, that's really because of Daniel Bryan, not because of him.
I'd call them the Squash Squad personally, but that's just me.
No, they're not Ryback and Brodus Clay.
No, they do squash people every fucking match they have. Oh, 18 seconds doesn't ring a bell.
That wasn't. I wouldn't really call that Sheamus' fault.
I would still call it a fucking squash match, though.
No. But it was an okay match. It's pretty. I liked it. It was okay. It had Del Rio, it had Jericho, and it had Fella getting the crap beat out of him.
Fella.
That's what they every time Sheamus is selling something, it should be going Fella.
Bro kick!
Was this the match where Orton got hit with a blow kick?
Bro!
Oh yeah.
Yes. So you liked the match, but you couldn't remember what
Sheamus
happened
goes
in it.
for. I also like the fact that. I also love the fact that Sheamus bro kicked Orton. That made me happy. Just and the way Jericho sees that coming and he's like, nope, duck.
Yeah.
I honestly did
Bro
not
kick.
like.
Nope.
I did not like that part of the match at all because that was. I saw the way they set that up. I saw that coming a mile away.
It's every time you can see it a mile away, dude.
Yeah, but I just love that Jericho just looks at it and goes, nope.
Just the way they were standing, though. I mean, yeah, usually at least you might be able to see it somewhat coming, but this was so blatantly obvious. I mean, just the way they positioned themselves.
So Jericho hits the codebreaker after Orton's bro kicked, and he hits the codebreaker on Sheamus and pins him for the win.
Ace.
And so, Sheamus should have really saw this coming when he helps Orton up. He's like, I'm sorry, fella. Then just Randy's like, RKO.
Yawn.
Yeah, that part I was like, but then, my whole feeling of, I like to see, someone kick the crap out of Orton. But then as soon as the bro kick hits, the realization hits me. Oh no.
Yes.
Randy Orton's going into the title picture.
I don't know why he needs to go into the title picture. Because he can be on the show and sell as much merch without being in the title run.
Okay, so mark your... Tell me when his last title match for the World Heavyweight Championship was.
1 minute, please.
All right, and then we'll move on. Well, hold on. Summary on. Oh wait, no, we're not finished with Raw yet. Okay. All right, so
August 14th, 2011.
August 14th, 2011.
Yes.
Okay, so now calculate the time that was from.
They couldn't even stop it for a year.
Yeah, it's been basically less than a year.
God help us if we should put, Dolph Ziggler or Cody Rhodes in the title picture.
Well, to be fair...
Or bring Christian back and let him have another title run.
That would be nice.
Mm.
You know what? I would love it if, they decided, we've telegraphed that Wade Barrett's going to win the Money in the Bank briefcase too much. Dirt sheets, everyone expects it at this point. Swerve, Christian wins it.
Yes.
That's just me.
Yes.
To be fair though, Dolph Ziggler has had the the World Heavyweight Championship before, whereas
but that was a
very short reign.
But
and that was because
so much so that I don't even
Smackdown.
remember. So much so that I don't even remember him having it.
But Cody hasn't yet.
Yeah. And Dolph Ziggler, it was a fluke because Vicky Guerrero basically stole it from Edge and handed it to him.
So technically that doesn't count then.
Well, yeah, it does count. She was general manager, and she said if Edge used the spear in their match, then he would lose the championship.
Oh.
Edge used the spear. He's like, I don't care. And then, later that night, that SmackDown afterwards, they gave the title back to Edge, I believe. Someone gave it back to him. Anyways. Either that or they had another match, and they had his title rematch, and Ziggler lost. Either way, moving on. We get Laurinaitis calls Big Show's apology insincere, and Eve runs off to talk to Big Show. In come three of the four men from Jericho, Del Rio, and Orton, saying they each deserve a title shot. And they start hitting each other. And eventually Sheamus comes in and breaks
surprise.
it up. Yeah, just...
Three heels in a room together and they start hitting each other? No.
Well, two heels and Orton.
Yeah, as I said, three heels.
I just enjoyed the fact that they were beating each other up in Johnny's office and he couldn't do a thing.
He was just like staring at him like, well, crap.
Don't break the furniture.
You break something, you're paying for it.
Don't make fun of my voice.
Suddenly don't you dare damage anything. One of them takes his picture off the wall and slams their head through it.
I don't think it's...
Oh, God damn it.
Actually, if I remember correctly, John Laurinaitis doesn't have his picture on the wall. It's Triple H's.
What the fuck? Why?
No, he does have his people power thing though.
He has a picture with people power on it?
No, not people power. He does have his he does have his suit from WrestleMania mounted on the wall though.
Oh, okay. So
just the white suit.
Why would he have Triple H's picture on his wall though?
Because he loves Triple H.
Because
Triple H and David Otunga. Oh yeah. By the way, what the fuck's happened to David Otunga?
I don't know.
And I don't care.
He just disappeared off the face of the earth.
You don't care? It's David Otunga. Yeah.
I do kind of care, but it's just like, okay, he disappeared. Oh, whatever.
And the noise that you heard when you disappear was, eh. And then you hear that.
It's a court, right?
I thought that incident with his wife's family was a long time ago. With Jennifer Hudson's family. Oh, okay. Whatever.
He was just detained until recently. Now they're doing the trial.
The American court system, folks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways. We can't get anything done quickly.
Oh, by the way,
Goddamn.
I found the greatest picture of David Otunga wrestling Heath Slater.
Oh, goody.
Yes. Now that's a face right there.
Yeah, I can see why Jennifer Hudson married him now. Anyways, we move on, and Orton and Sheamus confront each other about their exchange of finishers. Orton leaves, and Laurinaitis tells Sheamus that they all have a point and sets up a fatal four-way for Over the Limit. Moving on, we get Brodus Clay versus The Miz in what is closest to what has been the closest to a even match as Brodus Clay has ever had.
And this time Brodus Clay introduces his dancers as the Funkadactyls. He seems to keep changing the name.
Nope, he's been calling them the Funkadactyls.
No, he's been calling them the Funkadactyl.
No, I remember calling them the Funkettes at one point.
No, he called them the Funkadactyls.
I do remember something about the Funkettes, but
I never remember the Funkettes.
anyways.
No.
Funky Punch.
It's just like
The
they're,
Funky Bunch?
They're making his entrance longer and longer to the point where someday, if they keep this up, his entrance is going to rival the Undertaker's in length.
Yes.
Just play the entire song.
Mm. Well, at least he hasn't exited and had his song loop.
10 minutes of dancing.
Anyways.
The song's only like 4 minutes long, so
Yeah.
They just start looping it.
Oh yes, Brodus Clay and the Funky Bunch. Yes, let's go with that. Come out to good vibrations. Yes. Yes.
yes.
But does that mean he later gets an acting career where he talks to a plastic plant?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
I don't know what
Anyways.
that's a reference to.
Yes.
That's the
Mark
reference
Wahlberg.
to Mark Wahlberg in The Happening.
Yes.
Oh, I never saw that happening. So
The Happening.
It's a hilarious movie.
The Happening is a fantastic comedy film.
Yeah.
I love this moment though, because after he enters, well, first thing is they do a little, in the corner promo, which we really should see more of, and saying, Brodus is saying we should call our mamas on Mother's Day. Miz comes out, he's doing his really thing, and then he asks why he isn't getting a title shot and why he has to face Brodus, and then he delivers the best line of the night. He says if he wants to see King Hippo dance, he'd play Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yes.
I love that. That was great.
Well, I was never a retro gamer, so yeah. Couldn't give a shit.
And I actually like.
Fuck you, Nathan.
This was a decent match.
Yes.
And finally, I guess it's finally because Brodus Clay is actually facing someone who...
Who?
I'm gonna say, I was gonna say like someone who's not a jobber, but then again, he's faced Dolph Ziggler.
Yes. But
So-
Dolph Ziggler's kind of a jobber now. So,
But, Miz was kind of a jobber too, but,
yes.
every pay-per-view match he's had so far, up until Extreme Rules, he's won. Or at least had gone really far in it. Up until Extreme Rules, where he lost on the pre-show.
Yes.
Yeah, this was a fairly this is a fairly good match for once. Finally, is that Miz actually took him to task a little bit, and
Yeah, hit a lot of good offense.
I still don't like
Yeah.
the fact that he's losing.
Yeah, me neither, but, I kind of dug the whole thing where he was losing when they had, like, videos of afterwards on WWE.com where he would trash, like, a room after losing his match.
I think.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing about that video is, like, there was a TV in that room, and you could see him completely skip over the TV, like he trashed everything else except the TV. He never touched that.
I think I'd be happier if Miz had a different opponent other than Brodus Clay.
Or Santino.
Yeah. That'll work.
He's really fallen.
And the thing is, when
guess.
Miz had the title, ratings were up. Ratings were way up after he took the title from Orton.
Because everyone was bored as fuck by Orton.
And then finally, oh my god, Miz actually did it after so long of holding that briefcase. And that was probably the most even match a cash-in has ever had. With the exception of, like, RVD's cash-in.
Yes.
I
I like saying yes.
Yeah, I noticed. It's annoying the piss out of me.
I'll say it more then.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay?
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, hi, Riddler.
Oh, yeah.
What a rush.
So we're talking about the Brodus Clay versus Miz match.
All right, well, I have one thing to say about this match, man.
I think it was
Make a
it's
sheep
the best
noise,
Brodus
what?
Clay match we've had it's the best Brodus Clay match we've had. At least as
That's kind of like comparing bee stings to one another. Well, that bee sting was the best one I've had in my life so far, but
I wouldn't go that far.
How would you call a bee sting the best one?
it wasn't as
Exactly.
painful as the other ones, and to be fair, it had kind of a sweetness to it, but it still stung like a bitch.
Sweet. Oh,
Sweetness
yes,
to
that's
it?
good.
I think instead of
wanna know what
shooting,
kind of bees you
the
get.
bee was nice enough to not shoot me with most of his venom and gave me a little of his honey this time.
And hey, on the upside, the bee died. So, it's a little bit better than most bee stings I've had in my
What,
life.
you don't like...
Every bee dies when they sting you.
No, not necessarily.
Unless it's the queen.
I knew someone once who would actually, if they got stung by a bee, would wait and let the bee pull the hook out and then fly away. Believe it or not.
Anyways.
He's like, "Fuck you, bee. I'm hardcore."
But yeah, that's basically my thoughts of that match. It was a bee sting, and it may have been the best bee sting you've ever had in your life, but it still stung like a bitch.
I don't think it was a bee sting. I think it was more like blancmange.
Anyways, but I agree that I think Miz deserves better, but
Yes. Yes.
what are you gonna do?
What you gonna do, brother?
What you gonna do? And can I just say the most hilarious thing follows up?
Oh yes.
The Be a Star video?
The Be a Star video, which stars friggin' Mark Henry.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just love that he comes out and he's like, oh,
You ain't gonna make
you think, how can he be bullied? He's 400 pounds, so you would be surprised. And I can just imagine start telling how everyone keeps making fun of me because it took me 15 years. Everyone keeps.
No, I imagine he told the Dookie sandwich story.
I can just imagine him sitting there in front of a bunch of school kids. Why, hello there, children.
Let
me tell you a story about something that happened 15 years ago.
Let me tell you a story, Maffei, about
He tells them they always call me a big fat sweaty man, and how I pick cotton, and all I go is that's cool.
Suddenly I came here on this Be a Star campaign because there's a bunch of dicks on Skype calling themselves the C Show. And in front of me.
Yeah, like he listens to us, really.
And fucking Stephanie McMahon was on there as well. I was like, what? What? Stephanie McMahon was bullied? What? With her money? What? Really? The friggin' billionaire princess that...
You have lots of money. Yes, I do.
The billionaire princess that grew up on WWE.
Jeeves, break his neck.
Or WWF in those days. She was bullied? Really?
Well, she's their corporate spokesperson, so, you know.
And then there's Sheamus and Alberto Del Rio that was there. But
honestly, she's a better spokesperson than Triple H.
That's true. To be fair, the highlight of that package was Mark Henry all the fucking way.
Yeah.
That was all I watched in that package. I was like, when Mark Henry's been finished, I was like, I'm done with that.
I just love that, Mark Henry, yeah.
Seriously, every video.
I would love if a kid just raised their hand. Didn't you have that whole Hall of Pain thing going on?
Seriously. From now on, every Be a Star video package should open up with Mark Henry being like, well, hello there, children.
Just like, I would just think it would be great if, like, just sort of like, didn't you have that whole Hall of Fame thing? Shut up or I'll bully you.
Shut up or I'll put you in the Hall of Pain. Yes, Mr. Henry.
No, I think
15 years.
I think Mark Henry's gonna go. We're gonna put bullying in the Hall of Pain. Mark Henry, bullying's not a physical entity. You can't put a chair on. Shut up.
I do. Just sort of then like Mark Henry's like, oh really? Then like on TNA, the sort of bully Ray gets like.
Mark Henry comes out.
I'd like to think before they started filming, Mark Henry was with the kids, and he was like, now, children, I know on TV I seem like a bit of an asshole, but in real life I'm pretty cool.
But in real life, I like donuts, and I'm cool.
In real life, I like hugging puppies.
So let's make bullying kill itself. Anyways.
I suggest you all go pick up a puppy today and give it a nice big cuddle.
Then he both sprung and slams it.
But seriously, if Mark Henry hugged a puppy, wouldn't he kill it?
Probably. Oh. He'd be like Lenny in Of Mice and Men.
Yeah.
Tell me about the puppies, George.
He picks up.
Well, in that case, it'd actually be tell me about the puppies, Lawler, but still.
He picks up the puppy. It nips him on the finger, and then he gives it the world's strongest slam.
Oh, pain!
Tell me about the puppies, Jerry Lawler.
Anyways, in true C-Show fashion, we've gone totally off the rails.
Well, that's because I joined and I had to talk about Mark Henry being a star.
The world's strongest puppy.
5 minutes in, I completely derailed this. I don't even know what I said, but, you know, we went completely off.
That was the moment of Raw for me. None of the matches, none of the storylines. That was the fucking moment right there for me. That made my night.
That was Smackdown, by
well, I have a bit later that made me and Allie mark the fuck out, but, you know.
Snow.
Anyways.
But this entire week can just kind of be summed up by Snow.
Well, I don't think so because of this next segment.
When we went on the
invalid,
rails, we were talking about the John Laurinaitis. I forget exactly what.
Yeah. Anyway, so we recap Triple H, Brock Lesnar, and John Laurinaitis. And Triple H is really selling kayfabe because he's got this arm brace on that he goes everywhere with now.
I'm selling, brother.
Like in all the photos, like they take photos of him like in a corporate meeting, and he's got the arm brace on, signing papers or whatever.
Well, they might have actually legitimately broken his arm. Did you ever think that?
Actually, legit broken.
I don't. He didn't have it on for the Floyd Mayweather thing, but whatever.
We would. That was a bad shot, frankly.
But I just love that he's there with Justin Bieber and 50 Cent. And
he's suddenly asking himself. He's just talking to himself. You used to be blue-blooded Triple H. You used to be the cerebral fucking assassin. What the fuck happened to me?
Now I'm jobbing a fucking Brock Lesnar?
I'm jobbing a Brock Lesnar and I'm sitting here next to some blonde fucking girl and fucking 50 Cent.
Oh, by the way,
so we will hear from Triple H next week, but Brock Lesnar's music plays, and no other than Paul fucking Heyman comes out.
Oh, by the way, Riddler, I have a good picture of David Otunga for you there.
I'm glad that we got to see Paul freaking Heyman, but
it was a bit weird to have Paul Heyman say, "I, Brock Lesnar."
Yeah. Well, yeah, that goes with my saying of put Paul Heyman's head on top of Brock Lesnar's body. And just like,
oh my god, that's a weird fucking image.
Yeah, the greatest thing ever.
Oh, what an oh.
Is that the David Otunga image or the?
No, the Paul Heyman being Brock.
Greatest wrestler of all time.
And the blazer and his muscles are just like ripping through the blazer. And he's like, oh,
who didn't like when they said, oh, it's going to be his lawyer, just thought it'd be just some nondescript lawyer-looking guy in your typical lawyer suit and tie and everything.
Honestly, I'd have marked out even more if they brought back Cyrus from ECW.
Oh, I was just thinking it would have been even better if instead of a suit and tie that Heyman came out of, he came out wearing a jacket and shirt and an ECW hat.
Nah, because Paul Heyman has realized, unlike every other person in the fucking world, that ECW's dead. And he's moved on from that.
ECW isn't dead.
There was an audible yet very small ECW chant when he came out.
There was. I could hear it. Yeah.
And you know what, Paul Heyman? You know how many fucks he gave? 0. Because he's moved the fuck on. Hint to all you fucking EV 2.0 ECW. I want more! Mr. McMahon screwed us over! Look, Tommy Dreamer. Hello.
Shut up. Tommy Dreamer plugged the dark match.
Oh, did he?
He did.
Well, fuck you even more!
Yeah, honestly, after what TNA did to ECW, I can't imagine him really wanting to associate himself with ECW anymore.
Honestly, Tommy Dreamer, dude, you should be ashamed by that fact. A dude that was fucking crying for Dixie Carter to bring back ECW plugged your show.
He didn't cry while he was doing it.
Please, Dixie, bring back ECW. It's a dream, Dixie. It's a dream. Anyway.
How could this happen to me?
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. I joined TNA.
Got paid $250 for that.
WWE was better than this.
Anyway, it looks like Slick Rob's headset's died, so someone else is going to need to take over play-by-play.
So yeah, Paul Heyman's back, and he's here tonight as a representative for Brock Lesnar. He calls Lesnar the single most dominant decorated. He's a man who's been booed, maligned, and mistreated by the WWE audiences since day one. That's especially true of corporate management. Oh, most dominant, decorated, and destructive athlete at WWE. That's good. Oh, Paul Heyman, how did you keep a straight face when you said that?
He also said, I, Brock Lesnar, with a straight face.
Yeah. He says today's WWE is different than the one that he was a part of 10 years ago. He talks about Laurinaitis signing Brock to a contract and the subsequent agreement that took place on live TV. That makes all the fans witnesses. He says Brock feels betrayed by the WWE. Heyman puts over Lesnar's accomplishments, winning the NCAA Heavyweight Championship.
They love to pimp that title, don't they?
Yeah, the WWE Undisputed Championship, the UFC Heavyweight Championship. He says that he knows and the fans know that Brock is an honest man.
Brock is an honest man.
Brock is an honest man. He will put a man on the moon within 10 years.
Oh, God, dude. Our next game, I'm going to have to get Brock Lesnar to stand on the thing. I am an honest man.
No one brought up to Brock Lesnar.
I am an honest Brock.
You left us.
I am an honest Brock.
I am an honest Brock Lesnar.
I just can't believe no one's brought up. Look, Brock, you just left us out of the blue to go to the NFL.
NFL?
Yeah, that's that's the first thing he did when he left the WWE was try to get into the NFL.
He did, but then they were like, no. He says Brock.
He tried to get in onto the Minnesota Vikings, and then even the Minnesota Vikings said we don't want you.
He said, yeah. So after saying that Brock is an honest man, he says Brock says he was gonna be an ass-kicking machine, and he was. He says Brock said he would hurt people, and he did. No, he didn't. Heyman says that Lesnar sent him to Raw to read a statement. He quotes, "I came to bring legitimacy to WWE," and that's exactly what I did.
Every time I hear that, I can't help.
How was I rewarded with the same corporate BS politics that led me to leaving 8 years ago?
Man, this is bullshit.
I don't regret what I did to John Cena. I embarrassed him. I think I embarrassed the team away. He's always been jealous of me.
Yeah, that part is really laughable. Really, Triple H is jealous of you? He married Vince McMahon's daughter, gets to go home to her every night.
He gets to run the company when Vince McMahon stops.
Really?
Triple H lasted 1 hour in a cell with Undertaker, but he can last in a minute with a fight with me. Triple H tried to push his weight around because now he has an office job. I had an agreement with the company and he broke it, so I broke his arm. Heyman closes the end of Lesnar's statement, saying that Lesnar doesn't care about Triple H, the corporate suits, or the WWE, or the fans, because he's never coming back. Lesnar says he quits. Heyman tosses down the mic and leaves.
Yay!
And then Cole and King use the Owen Hart is dead voice about how much of a shock this is. You know the Owen Hart is dead voice, right? You know, ladies and gentlemen, we've
where they don't shout, they just sort of go quiet.
They go quiet and they're like, ladies and gentlemen, I must remind you, this is not part of the act. This is not entertainment. Owen Hart has fallen to the ring. You know that voice. They use that to say how much of a shock this was.
Yes. I'm gonna keep saying yes because it really annoys Rob.
Yes.
Yes.
It's just that you keep on saying it. It's like
yes.
I think I like that. I would, if they're going to keep Brock and have him stay, that they should really. I hope they are attaching Paul Heyman to him to be his mouthpiece.
Oh, that would be so much better for him.
Then we go backstage. And
Like he
CM
used to
Punk-
be.
And you know, what I read is that WWE decided they didn't want to burn through all of Brock Lesnar's contract dates so quickly, and so they decided to push him off television and then bring in Paul Heyman to speak for him. That's a great business decision.
Yes.
Okay, so we go backstage and CM Punk showing walking to the ring, and he's gonna face Lord
Hey-
Tensai and Sakamoto.
Hey, Riddler.
In a head-
Now that Rob's back, shouldn't he be doing?
Come on, I'm taking over. It's the British invasion, damn it.
Yes.
He's going to face Lord Tensai and Sakamoto in a handicap match next. So after the match, weird fucking shit here. It's just like, hey guys, do you want to watch this show? Watch this show, yeah! Show's talking to the stars from Common Law, whatever the fuck that is.
What the frick
It's
is
a-
it?
Yeah. Dude, I had the exact same fucking reaction when I was like, what the fuck is that?
If you watch the USA, if you watch Raw on USA, you would know they keep showing this commercial for Common Law, which is about two dudes who are partners and they have trouble with each other, whatever.
Oh, so every friggin' buddy cop show and movie ever made. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
They
pretty much. It's pretty much Lethal Weapon without
Everything
the
good.
awesomeness. Yeah, it's Lethal Weapon without the awesome.
Lethal Weapon. Okay. They question apologizing to Eve and say that this Laurinaitis guy stinks. Then they say they're going to investigate and mock Laurinaitis themselves, and the show laughs. The two little guys stop laughing and the camera pans to show Eve with a nasty look on her face as if like, why the fuck was I in this segment? 'Cause honestly,
I think
if I was
that's-
yes,
I think that's especially bullshit. That like, you can't make fun of Laurinaitis yourselves, but if someone else does it and you laugh, you're in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, that was kind of bullshit.
That was kind of the point.
yeah. So then
I
we
know
go-
that's kind of the point, but it's still like.
So then we go to the main event.
I thought those two were just random guys.
I was just like,
Yes.
who the fuck is this?
Well, they showed them earlier and they said who they were.
I thought these were like backstage, like.
I did not.
Ah.
If they showed
No,
them earlier, I
they
did
showed
not
them in the
see it.
crowd.
Dude,
They
I
showed
did
them in
not
the
see
crowd
it.
and they said who they were earlier.
I did not see that, man.
They did.
I didn't say that either.
I didn't
Well,
see
they did. It was a very
I just
brief
saw
shot,
two-
and they.
Yeah,
I
that's exactly why I didn't see it, because it's so fucking brief.
Well, that's all they needed to say. These are these two guys. They're from that show, and we're gonna watch this match. Okay.
Now watch
if
this
they were
show.
gonna
as
have
well.
them
Hey,
on the
watch
show,
this
they
show.
should have announced, hey, the guys of Common Law are going to be on this week's Raw. That's all you need to do.
No, because no one cares.
Hey,
It's not
hey,
like
hey.
Psych where it's a successful show.
At least they didn't pull the deadliest fucking catch. Jesus Christ.
Hey, the deadliest catch
but
thing
at
is
the same
hilarious.
time, I understand you say, oh yeah, no one's going to care. Yeah, they aren't. But still, it's like leaving everyone in confusion as to who the fuck these people are.
Yeah, to be fair, I was like, who the fuck is this? But anyway, main event. CM Punk versus Lord Tensai with Sakamoto. Main event of the night.
So finally, Cena is not in the main event.
Yes.
Good lord.
Okay, what's with this bullshit here? What?
CM Punk deserves to be in the main event every single night. He's
No.
As
the
long as he's champion.
Well, I wouldn't say every
I wouldn't
single
say
night.
every night. I don't think the champion should be in the main event. Honestly,
yes,
I
he
think
should. That's the point.
not every night. Are you
Not
fucking
every
crazy?
night, dude.
That's the point of being the champion. That
But
you're
dude, not
supposed to
every
be the
night.
top guy if you have the title.
Yeah, but
Dude.
listen, dude. How are you supposed to build other guys if they can't be in the main event?
That's true, but at the same time, Cena's been the only one really in the main event for a while.
Well, that's changing now, so shut the fuck up. Anyway.
Anyway, so it turns into a handicap match with Daniel Bryan
Yeah,
Yes.
and Sentai.
Brian makes his way out, and, yeah, what the fuck? Why is D-Brad teaming up with Tensai?
Because Japanese.
I don't think he was teaming up with him. He was just doing it as a convenience thing.
There you go. Late in the match, Punk tries to go up.
And it looks the way they're building it is it looks like Laurinaitis is trying to recruit Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Late in the match, Punk tries to go up top for the elbow, but Bryan trips Punk off the ropes. Tensai hits a powerbomb, backs off. Sprays the mist or the semen, or whatever you want to... I'm going to say the semen. He sprays the semen in
green!
He sprays the green semen in the air. knocks on
you might want to get that checked out, then.
He sprays Kermit's semen in the air. Kermit's semen, even, in the air. And locks on the claw on Punk. The claw is enough to pin Punk for the win. Am I the only one that thinks the claw doesn't really look that effective?
No, especially when I've seen Tensai pull off moves that look like better finishers.
I don't think the claw doesn't look like a good finisher, but I think the whole head slam thing is quite good.
The only one that really made the claw work was
Kerry Von Erich.
Yeah, thank you for the Von Erich.
Pretty much any Von Erich besides Lacey.
Yeah, the Von Erich family. Apart from Lacey.
Yeah, but they all died after, so yeah.
But they all died, yeah. After the match, Sekimoto and Tensai do their routine up the ramp.
The only other person that I can think made the claw work is like Meng.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Bryan jumps Punk in the ring. He delivers some kicks, then locks on the yes lock and screams, "Yes, you're no better than me!" At Punk. The official breaks it up, and eventually Bryan poses and does the yes chant as the crowd boos. And Cole says that Laurinaitis made his point. There'll be repercussions for contesting his authority.
I gotta say, the right people did win that match, because if Punk had won it, I would have called bullshit personally.
I would have called bullshit, but still. So that was Raw.
Well, especially when it's a handicap match. If it was just Punk versus Tensai, I could see possibly him winning.
I could see Punk beating Tensai.
Now, you see, if it was Cena in that handicap match, we'd know how that would fucking go.
Cena would just pull it off.
Cena might just overcome the odds here, King. Oh, no fucking shit.
Anyway,
well, what a true.
God, that's almost like what I would wish for some smarky guy on commentary, such as CM Punk. Like, if he wasn't in the match, he'd be in their commentary. Cena looks like he might overcome the odds. Oh, really?
No, just like what I would just love someone just say, "Oh, what else is new?"
Tell me something I don't know. So Smackdown, they show a recap. We start with a recap, woo, of Sheamus and Randy Orton taking on Jericho and Alberto Del Rio from Raw. Jericho and Del Rio had Sheamus control by working on the injured arm, but eventually he came back and Orton hit Del Rio with the RKO. Woo! Jericho ducked a bro kick. Jericho pins the World Heavyweight Champion after hitting a code breaker.
We already saw this on Raw.
Yeah, we already saw this on Raw. So fuck this. Basically, Laurinaitis booked a fatal 4-way match for the World Heavyweight Championship over the limit. Fucking woo. Saw this on Raw if you didn't watch.
We had to talk about this earlier.
Yes.
I said the person who should win is Del Rio, but what they're going to do is they're going to give the title back to Randy Orton.
They're not. They're going to keep. Sheamus is going to keep the title because they're making him look like an underdog with the whole arm thing. I keep telling you this.
I'm telling you, I've bet against Orton too many times and lost.
Orton won't win.
And if Orton wins, well, the World Heavyweight Championship is dead anyway, so really, who gives a fuck? Sheamus' music, they've killed that championship. There is no redemption now. Zero redemption. So Sheamus' music hits, and the World Heavyweight, We Wish This Was Still a Championship makes his way to the ring, with his left arm still heavily bandaged, and he'll be participating in a tag team match, which is Sheamus and Randy Orton.
Are we sure Teddy Long isn't running the show anymore?
A tag team match, player! It's Sheamus and Randy Orton versus Chris Jericho and Alberto Del Rio.
So, the same damn match we had on Raw.
So the same goddamn match we had on Raw. I got no comment for this. If you watched Raw, you watched this fucking match, Endo.
Except that it immediately turns into a brawl. And
Haven't we already been in Smackdown for for a while?
Anyways, so we immediately
Okay.
it immediately turns into a brawl, and they as opposed to it's just everybody attacking everybody, and the ref just says, "Well, fuck
Okay,
it."
if you watched the match on Raw, imagine it turned into a brawl. Same match. Moving on.
And the ref, I just love how the ref just looks at him and just goes, "Fuck this."
Yeah, Sheamus. It's a no contest. Sheamus beats Jericho down in the corner, and Orton works on Del Rio in the opposite one. All the referees run down to help break this up. Sheamus clotheslines Jericho out the ring, and Orton clotheslines Del Rio over the barricade. Commercial break. Michael Cole, and it's Twitter. Reads a tweet that Eve just sent out that says the ending to the tag team match is unacceptable. John Laurinaitis has ordered that Randy Orton will take on ADR later tonight, and Sheamus will also take on Chris Jericho. Then we get the Divas match, which I fucking skipped, which was AJ versus Kate.
Because did you watch Daniel Bryan come out afterwards?
Oh,
I watched what happened afterwards.
Okay, good.
Why would you not want to watch with? Not want to watch a match with AJ?
I have explained my hatred for the Divas division.
But it's AJ.
But it's AJ.
It's AJ.
I don't give a shit. It competed to the best fucking women's wrestler in the world, and I still won't watch it. Because of my fucking morals. I have morals, and as long as the Divas division...
You have morals?
I have morals when it comes to Divas.
How does that make sense? You have morals?
Yeah, I have morals. I have principles, and as long as that Divas...
principles I can understand. Morals? What the fuck does that have to do with you not watching the Divas match?
Because, goddammit, the Divas division is all about TNA, and as long as it's like that, I don't give a shit how good these Divas are, because in the end, hey, look, boobs. Hey, look, ass. Woo! So, yeah, moving to fuck
It's always been that way.
No, it hasn't.
Remember the women's division?
You do remember.
Oh, goddammit, my headphones again.
Oh,
moving on.
That was Riddler.
Moving on. AJ continues to viciously beat down Caitlyn until D-Bra's music hits. D-Bra makes his way to the ring, screaming yes, as AJ looks nervously at him. As he gets in the ring, Brian is smiling, and Brian says, "Call me impressed," as he talks about her passion and gusto. He had no idea she could be so ruthless, and with her best friend, nonetheless. If she was trying to send him a message, then he's gotten it. And he says he sees AJ in a new light. There's been a lot of angst and tension between them since WrestleMania, and he's ready to move past it all.
Oh, goddamn. Come on, headphones.
At over the limit after he becomes the new WWE champion, he's looking forward to moving on, and AJ looks excited. Then Brian says he's looking forward to moving on to Caitlyn. Brilliant! What a heel!
What a heel!
What a heel!
Oh, I love that so much.
AJ looks at him angry as Brian laughs at her. AJ looks insanely at him before storming out the ring, and Brian's just like, yes! Yeah! What a heel!
Both AJ and Dan
I love this.
Acting this really well.
I said it earlier, but the one nitpick that I had about this is Brian's laugh sounded kind of geeky and Renfield-like. He's like,
I didn't think
So?
Oh, but whatever.
Whatever you say.
Then,
That's just being nitpicky to be nitpicky.
Yes.
Yeah. Then we go to D-Bra versus Big Show.
it just sounded really silly.
And D-Bra versus Big Show is a squash match.
They really should have.
But was I the only one that is surprised that AJ didn't slap the shit out of Daniel Bryan?
Yes.
Because she looked like she was going to.
I seriously think AJ might just go the Victoria route and just become this insane batshit insane diva. Which would be fucking awesome. That might actually persuade me to watch the Divas division again if they go that route. I love their...
Turn her into Harley Quinn?
Turn her into... like Victoria or Harley. Like, yeah, do a fucking Harley Quinn thing. That'd be fucking awesome. I'd watch the
That'd be
Divas
awesome.
division. I'd watch the Divas division for that.
Anyways,
But
so
until that
our boy
happens,
D-Bry versus
my
Big
boy
Show.
D-Bry, this is Big Show, and it's a squash match.
They really should let Daniel Bryan his strikes, fucking matter.
It's a squash match. Daniel Bryan. Laurinaitis comes out and announces that
I'm not really. How do you call this a squash match? It wasn't. It was like a
squash.
Well, yeah,
It was
but
a
he didn't
screw job
legit.
squash.
He didn't legit. Yeah, it was like
It
a
was a
screw job.
screw job
That's what it
squash.
was.
It was a squash, regardless. I don't care whether.
I don't really think you can physically squash Big Show, but whatever.
It was a squash.
Yes.
By all definition of a squash match. Okay, so Bryan hits the US lock and Laurinaitis comes out from the timekeeper's area and announces that D-Bry wins by submission. Even
Yeah,
though
well,
Big Show...
because he all of a sudden, right as he hit the lock, the bell rang and you see John Murray.
Good job. I don't care. D-Bry celebrates up the ramp as John Laurinaitis gets in the ring. Laurinaitis says he heard that Big Show was making fun of him on Monday night and asks if Big Show thinks that's funny. The Big Show reluctantly says no. Laurinaitis asks him what he means by no, and Big Show says no, sir. Pulse.
Actually,
You don't get it.
Actually, the first thing he says was like, "No, I didn't think that was funny," and like Laurinaitis, "You're not getting it." No, what? And that's when he says, "No, sir."
Yeah, Laurinaitis says that Big Show didn't mean his apology on Monday, and Laurinaitis agrees that outside of WWE, there's not much demand for a 7-foot, 441-pound, 40-year-old.
Yes, there is. It's called TNA.
Yeah.
I honestly expected Big Show to kind of say it in a sort of angry way, like, "No, sir," like just like emphasize it a little bit, but he just says, "No, sir."
Yeah. Laurinaitis says Big Show will apologize to him on this Monday on Raw. Why don't make him apologize fucking now? No, Monday, Raw, SmackDown's the Beast Show, fuck this, Raw.
But it wants to give Big Show time to prepare.
Yeah, better be a damn good one. Laurinaitis leaves the ring as Big Show looks disgusted, and he turns around at the top of the stage, says Brock Lesnar destroyed Cena, and revolutionized the WWE One Extreme Rule.
I need to stop doing this.
Oh, he'll shake the foundation of the world in 9 days and over the limit when he defeats Justin and sees the WWE's very foundation. Oh, people power. Oh, and then to make it even funnier, Randy Orton will take on Alberto Del Rio later on tonight. Ooh.
No, what's even funnier, Heath Slater is in the ring.
Oh, jumper alert, squash match. Heath Slater versus Ryback. Take a shot at some.
I just thought of something. What if the reason they're doing Laurinaitis him making Big Show apologize on Raw is because he's gonna do his own version of the Kiss My Ass Club?
I might just rename Smackdown to Squashdown because fucking squash matches galore. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. This is why I didn't like SmackDown.
Squashdown, ladies and gentlemen. Heath Slater versus Ryback. Squash match. Take up your fucking shots. I'm bringing back that game.
I was
that's
flipping back and forth between SmackDown and something else, and when I flipped back to see the Heath Slater in the ring, the immediately from the back I thought Ryback looked like RVD because of the outfit.
Yeah, and like Ryback wins, fucking surprise, but. What he screams to, I fucking laughed my ass off right after he does this. He screams to the camera, "Shark swimming with dolphins! Feed me!"
And also the funny thing about that is, you do know that dolphins regularly kick sharks' asses, right?
Feed me, Seymour!
Feed me, Seymour. Feed me all night long. That's right, boy. You can do it.
Seriously, what the fuck, Ryback? Sharks swimming with dolphins! Feed me!
I thought he said sharks swimming with fish.
No,
Yeah,
he
or
said sharks
something like that.
He said sharks swimming with dolphins, which makes it even more fucking less sense because dolphins can kick sharks' asses.
Yeah, they can.
Oh my fucking god! What the fuck, Ryback?
So now we get the special. We get the next the next match. Lillian Garcia.
Yeah, Chris Jericho. Commercial break, and Lillian Garcia comes out and announces the special guest ring announcer for the next match, Teddy Long.
With his giant fucking name tag.
Hello, my name is Teddy Long. Long introduces Alex Riley, who was already in the ring, and then has to use a long.
Seriously, you took the guy who the best thing about him is his theme song, and you give him jobber entrances.
Yeah. Long then has
to be fair, he wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
No, but the best part about him was his theme song.
Yeah. Anyway, Long then has to read a long, drawn-out introduction for Antonio Cesaro.
Boo. 1 star.
When will this fucking shit end between Long and Oksana?
No. When will this?
and the-
When will this squash match shit end? Because this was another squash match.
Oh, take a shot. Squash.
Anyways, also
The-
they're
the
dragging
worst
Antonio
thing-
Cesaro down with Oksana and Teddy Long. Just have Antonio Cesaro come out there and wrestle.
Yeah,
Just have
exactly.
Antonio
Why are
Cesaro
they
come out and say,
dragging him
hey,
into this?
Oksana, I'm sorry, this isn't working out, I'm gay. And then, sort of.
And also, he can talk. Why are they having people talk for him?
Yeah, after the squash match, Antonio Cesaro wins. Take a shot. Oksana pets Long on the head, and she says there are no hard feelings. Oksana, I had to laugh when she petted him on the head, like petting the bald spot, like, "Ew, so shiny." And she says,
shiny!
"Shiny!" She says there are no hard feelings, and she says that she and Long are just friends, whereas Antonio is her lover. They then make out in front of Long as he watches on Sammy.
By the
Also-
way,
also, I noticed that-
Oksana, the way she said that, she is terrible at giving promos.
Yeah.
Also, the thing I noticed, they took the Swiss. Either they took the Swiss death away from Antonio Cesaro, or he's just not doing it anymore.
The what?
The Swiss death. His finisher.
All right.
His brutal fucking finisher.
Yeah, so 2 questions. One, when the fuck is Teddy Long and Oksana shit gonna end? And 2, Teddy, why are you sad about this? Who cares you lost Oksana? That's a good thing, man. That's a good thing.
You can get back on the pool.
You can get back on the... I had to actually repeat it, man, to realize what you fucking said.
You're just like.
I like to think he enters a strip club. He enters a strip club and he's like fucking Ryback. He's like, "Sharks swimming with dolphins! Feed me!" What the fuck? They show. I gotta say here, right? But fucking again.
Teddy Long on a pole match.
Teddy Long on a pole. Oh God! Oh God! Oh, hello, you want to make after Teddy Long? Oh, you like this, don't you, Oksana? Play that saxophone for me now, baby.
You like a long time.
I think everyone would just walk away from the ring, and this Teddy Long's just on the bull. Hey, where you going?
Oh, I'll be making my own tag team match, prayer. Me and the fucking paw.
Me and my hand.
Me and my ass. So, again, props to the fucking WWE production team as they show an amazing video of John Cena and his Make-A-Wish contributions.
I didn't watch it.
It is an amazing video, and
it wasn't just John Cena, though. It was like Triple H and Randy Orton, I think, too.
Yeah, but it's
John Cena's like a prominent dude.
Yeah, John Cena's like the main. They had like shots of and I know Randy Orton's a father, but just anytime Randy Orton's near kids, it kind of freaks me out.
Like, run! No! Kids! Run away! He's gonna RKO you!
RKO out of nowhere!
Out of nowhere! Shark swimming with dolphins!
I mean, I know he's only that way in the ring and like he's cool with his kids or whatever, but it just makes me think like all of a sudden he's just gonna grab him and just like put him on the table and RKO or do the the rope DDT on them and just.
Then we get to the Randy Orton match of the night. ADR versus Randy Orton.
Which you gotta at least give ADR some credit. He tries to have a good match with Orton.
It's everyone that's in a Randy Orton match tries, but they just can't succeed. They try so hard. Like the only guy that's ever gotten a good match out of Randy Orton has been HBK because he can make fucking things work with people, and I don't know how he does it. But he managed to get a good match out of Randy Orton.
Well, before he was the Viper, he had some brutal matches that were pretty entertaining. But
now,
yeah, his feud with Undertaker was awesome.
Yeah.
Now,
but that's Undertaker.
I'm talking about recently, guys. I mean, I can acknowledge in the past with the whole Legend Killer thing.
Recently, I know who had a good match with him.
Christian?
David Otunga with the Christmas one where he ate the cookies.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
Well, that was merely because of Otunga. Let's not fucking lie here.
Yeah, that's because he was beating Otunga with a pan of cookies. Come on now.
And eating the cookies and saying they were very nice.
Yeah, you just eat the cookies and they're just slamming with
Swimming with the sharks! Feed me cookies!
They had like a match with Ryback because someone blocked him from an all-you-can-eat buffet or something.
Viper swimming with cookies! What?
Ryback suddenly comes out doing talking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who told you can eat my cookies?
Sharks swimming with dolphins.
Sharks swimming with dolphins! Oh, dude, I'm never gonna forget that. Ever.
No matter what he does now, that's all we're gonna...
Every time Ryback wins a match, I'm gonna like yell from my friggin' sofa, "Sharks swimming with dolphins!" My parents,
me!
My parents.
Oh, and don't forget,
like,
the key to every Ryback match: arms go up, arms go down, arms go up, arms go down.
I'm gonna mark out, just scream that out on my window. Every time Ryback wins the match now, I'm gonna open my window and just yell it out to the street.
Yeah, you might as well have a sound effect every time he does it going.
Oh, the servos in his arms are getting rusty. Oh, you can better replace those.
Winner by disqualification, Randy Orton, because Ricardo Rodriguez. Once again, we see. Well, we almost see shades of
Chimera.
Chimera.
Thank you. For some reason, I couldn't get the word out. I don't know why. Just one of them moments, I guess.
Chimera, motherfucker.
Yeah, because he's Chimera. I should feel ashamed that I couldn't call him Chimera.
Shame on you.
Slap myself later. I'll do that. Ricardo Rodriguez.
Are you not slapping yourself right now?
No. I could slap my dick if you really want.
No.
Slap my dick up.
Ricardo Rodriguez jumps off the top rope, but RKO'd or no, well, not really. And referee calls for the bell because Ricardo got involved and winner by
Boo.
DQ. Winner by DQ, Randy Orton.
Boo.
But shouldn't it be winner by DQ, Alberto Del Rio, since
Oh,
Randy Orton was the
not
one who
DQ at all because there was no freaking contact at all. He got hit with an RKO, so therefore no DQ. The dude didn't get a chance to hit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shouldn't Alberto Del Rio win by DQ since Ricardo is his assistant and Del Rio hit his assistant?
I don't know. I have no idea. Del Rio immediately sent Orton shoulder first into the ring post. He then applies the cross arm breaker.
Cross arm breaker.
And Orton screams in pain. It takes two referees to break Del Rio's grip on Orton's arm, and Orton rolls outside and clutches at his arm. Del Rio smiles at the carnage he's caused.
So does this mean that there's going to be two guys with injured arms?
What is it with fucking people in arms right now? Jesus Christ.
What is it with people and getting injured in wrestling programs? Why can't they just have them wrestle?
Armbar. Then we go to R-Truth with Kofi Kingston versus Jack Swagger with Dolphin.
Oh, that would be an awesome feud, just like Chris Jericho and Alberto Del Rio feud over the armbar.
R-Truth with Kofi Kingston versus Jack Swagger with Dolphin.
It is my destiny to have the armbar.
And Vicky Guerrero.
Armbar!
So, this match.
You can't really say armbar out of nowhere, to be honest. It's a sad thing.
Yeah, so R-Truth with Kofi versus Jack Swagger with Dolph. And Boo. Really, this match was It was mediocre.
They really need to do something with the tag division desperately.
Well, I think that's why they sort of have Titus O'Neil and Darren Young, but still.
I gotta say it, this SmackDown was shit.
Yes.
It was utter shit. The highlight of this SmackDown was Shark Swimming with Dolphins.
I don't know, maybe I was so excited about the whole AJ thing that I was kind of
This is why you shouldn't read spoilers, Rob.
ignoring the other stuff, but yeah.
This is why you shouldn't read spoilers, Rob.
So, they show John Cena talking via satellite about John Laurinaitis, and Cena says, we have to say it, Cena says he's going to destroy Laurinaitis at Over the Limit.
No! What?
No, really? Santino Marella makes his way to the ring, and we get a commercial. Then they show a pre-tape promo from Santino Marella and Zack Ryder disagreeing on whether their team name should be Cobra or Marida.
They're both shit.
They're both shit, and you guys need to think of something fucking else, because wow.
Santine, bro? No.
Santine, bro.
Mate, why is this difficult? They've got so many guys that could easily get into tag teams.
I mean,
Look, you're not going to use Christian for anything else. Put him in the tag team.
Yeah.
And Santino Marella and Zack Ryder versus Titus O'Neil and Darren Young.
I'll tell you what, right? We'll do it this way, right? Turn Christian face, put him in a tag team with the Big Show, then both him and Cody can move on.
You know what? Take another fucking shot. How many shots? Jesus fucking Christ. The whole SmackDown was fucking squash matches.
Yes.
So just drink the whole bottle.
The entirety of this goddamn show was squash matches.
Yeah.
See, this is why I went straight edge.
Sometimes you complain if there's not enough wrestling on a show, but then they give you wrestling, but they're short fucking matches, so it's like...
Either give me more matches with longer time and actually make your 2-hour goddamn show worth watching, or just don't give me wrestling and all and pull an old TNA and just have it talking for because that may as well be what you're doing.
TNA's better though.
I said an old TNA. An old.
Even old TNA had the X division.
No, you can't tell me TNA's getting better when what they're doing with AJ.
That's good.
I'm sorry, Rob. One fucking thing. One thing with AJ does not make the whole thing better than TNA.
And Abyss.
The thing they're doing with Abyss is kind of more... is
AJ, Abyss, RVD.
What are they doing with RVD that's so terrible?
RVD should not be in the title picture at all. I'm sorry. With the way.
Okay. You, Rob, you need to do. Recently, you know what you need to do, Rob? You need to go fuck yourself.
Yes.
Because seriously, TNA's better than fucking WWE at this point. They're better than SmackDown at least at this point. Jesus Christ.
Better than both. By a long shot.
Jesus. The hell's going on here at WWE? The hell is going on?
When a show that's front-run by Hulk Hogan is doing better than you right now, is making better shows than you right now.
I am watching your show right now just because I have to do it for this review show.
I would have stopped watching it a while ago
if I didn't have to watch it because of this show, my God, would I have stopped watching by this point. Jesus Christ.
I'd probably still watch pay-per-views, but that's about it.
Oh, Oh, CM Punk, Chris Jericho, somebody save this goddamn company.
Daniel Bryan, please.
Somebody. Ugh. Titus O'Neil and Darren Young win. Who gives a goddamn crap? Titus O'Neil grabs a mic and he tells Leland Garcia to announce them as the winners again. She does. No, Neil tells her to put more stank on it next time. Jesus, what is it with the unintentionally funny crap going on here?
Well, by the way, I know I thought
think
this
that was intentionally funny.
I thought this was really. I couldn't believe that Booker actually said this, but he called he called the Darren Young Titus O'Neil finisher the Ghetto Buster. I was like, oh,
oh my god, oh. They then say that they're the next WWE Tag Team Champions, as if that means something. Darren Young asks if the crowd knows.
I did like the millions of dollars chant until Cole joined in.
Yeah,
is it just me that's thinking it's kind of weird that like the only guys who are in tag team runs now are black people?
Darren Young asks if the crowd knows the difference between them and the rest of the tag teams. Millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars, billions of dollars.
I'm liking the energy that those guys are bringing.
Hey, Titus O'Neil and Darren Young, I just got one tag team to compare you to. Money, yeah. Money, yeah. They want their calling you and they want their gimmick back. Yeah. Matt Striker's backstage with Damien Sandow. And Striker, why didn't we get Mr. Awkward Moment here? I wanted Mr. Awkward Moment to interview Damien Sandow.
You mean Josh? Yeah.
That would have been the perfect segment, and you know
because I think Brock Lesnar killed him.
No, he was on commentary.
Oh, that's right.
Striker asks why he didn't compete last week, and Sandow calls him Sweet Simple Matthew. Sandow says his message.
I love Sandow on his promos, but.
Sweet Simple Matthew. Sandow says his message flew over Striker's head. These people yearn for enlightenment. Who do they have to?
Yeah, I love that. I love that he says to Matt Striker, he's like, and to think you used to be an educator, just like.
Who do they have to turn to? In short, the answer is no one. There are those that attempt to appeal to the unwashed masses, but they are false prophets whom he will expose. He's the bright beam of enlightenment that will stir the avenging sword of taste and decency. This concludes Darien of you. Striker goes to say something, but Sandow silences him and says, "You're welcome," and walks off.
I just love
Damien
Sandow is awesome.
Damien Sandow, I have 4 fucking words for you. You are fucking awesome. Wow.
I want, honestly, I think if Damien Sandow invited me to cigars and whiskey, I would stop being straight edge for that.
Dude, I think CM Punk would stop being straight edge. He'd be like, "Fuck yeah!" You Damien Sandow, hell yeah, give me the weed. Where's the cocaine?
Where's that goddamn cocaine?
Let's poke up. I'll turn into RVD for you anytime, Damien. Fucking hell. Brodus Clay would...
Take a shot, guys.
Take a shot. Squash match. Brodus Clay with the Funkadactyls. I'm gonna count how many shots you guys need to take right now. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, guys, I'm in a dilemma. I'm playing WWE 12 in the background, and the match that I'm playing now is Heath Slater versus Randy Orton. Heath Slater.
Put Heath Slater over.
I am.
Fight her over.
9 shots. Would have had to have taken 9 squash matches. Jesus Christ.
God.
Brodus
That's so
also-
far, right? Isn't it?
What?
Also,
That's so
did
far,
anyone
but-
really like
Oh, that's
think that Hunico delivered a really poor promo?
Yes.
He's honestly, it was weird because he sounded really desperate to me.
Please, I don't want a job anymore.
I don't want to do that. You're Mexican.
Anyways, I expected them to like. I don't know. I expected it to be hard for Brodus because they like kicked him in the face and just like, no sense.
I expected it to be hard for Brodus. That's a good one.
Rob, you've got to stop making us laugh so much.
Oh, Rob, you
Yeah.
gotta be a moron.
You know, I just thought basic wrestling logic. It should be harder because you know.
It's wrestling logic in WWE. Oh. Brodus, Clay, and the Funkadactyls dance around the ring as they celebrate another victory. And then, recap of Brock Lesnar and fucking Paul Heyman and meh. Chris Jericho versus Sheamus.
Great match. I
The one-
really like this match.
The one match on this show that wasn't a squash match. The one goddamn match that wasn't a squash match.
Yeah.
And even then, it was too goddamn short.
Yeah.
Fuck this show. Winner by disqualification, Chris Jericho. I'm not going to go into the details in the match. Great match. Go watch it. Too short. Ended it in a DQ when it shouldn't have. Fuck this. ADR quickly gets in the ring and applies the cross arm breaker to Sheamus. Arm breaker out of nowhere. Sheamus screams in pain. Randy Orton runs down and punches away at Del Rio. Sheamus throws Orton off and he punches away at Del Rio. Orton pulls Sheamus off and they get into a shouting match. Jericho runs in and gives Del Rio a card breaker. Jericho quickly runs out of the ring.
Is
when
it just me that thinks that this whole this whole fatal forward thing is a complete and utter it's just completely fucking.
You're
It's a
fighting
clusterfuck of people.
You're fighting
That's
for a
the
dead. You're fighting for a dead title, so you know.
Well, look, the thing is though, is if someone like ADR wins it, they could like bring legitimacy back to it. But if fucking Randy Orton,
No.
why not?
Title's dead, man. Dead to me.
Yeah, it's
Complete-
pretty much
To you.
dead.
But
Yes.
yeah, but look, if they get a really good guy to have it, and then like,
No.
what if they had like,
No.
what if they had Daniel Bryan
Yeah.
win it back and then like not lose it for like,
Well, Daniel Bryan would have just won back a dead title.
but like, what if they had Christian win it?
Well, then Christian would have just won a dead title.
You're bitter, aren't you?
I am. They fucking killed that. They killed that title. There's no retribution for that. They actively murdered it.
The
They took
you know
it
what
shot-
else? You know what else scares me about this? That Randy Orton is back. It's not just that Randy Orton's back in the title picture. It's that it almost seems that they're developing a retread of the feud between Orton and Sheamus.
Just a minute, I'm just gonna go kill myself.
So look,
Yeah, please. Let me go get my cyanide pills now.
the show ends with Sheamus and Orton staring at one another and a squash down.
Just staring at one another longingly into each other's eyes.
WWE, I have one fucking question for you for this fucking week.
Why,
The
God?
fuck?
Why?
The fuck?
Do you agree with me that this week kinda sucked?
Kinda?
Well, this
There's no-
kind of.
Well, I mean, it's-
Raw was
look, it
okay.
wasn't-
Raw was
so
okay,
bad
but
that it was-
what the
I mean,
fuck was with
in terms of it wasn't so bad that I was screaming at the at the screen, but I was so bored that I had to stop it at one point and then like start again
I
later.
was so bored with SmackDown. I kept flipping to something else.
To be fair, the first time I watched SmackDown, just to make it look like the original version, the guy on YouTube had spliced in some of the Spanish announcer stuff, which was quite fun.
Honestly, since the so-called build-up to WrestleMania, WWE's just been in a just shit spiral lately.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Extreme Rules was good.
Oh, fuck. Why is your TV episode so goddamn awful? Why? Your pay-per-views are okay or good, depending on what month. I mean, the December ones are always shit. Like, always shit. December ones, you just don't care, because you're getting prepared for the Royal Rumble. But, like, up until then, they're okay, decent or good. It depends. Depends on the match card. I mean, Extreme Rules was good. Better than WrestleMania. But why? Why are your TV episodes so shitty? And people aren't going to want to buy it. I don't want to buy your pay-per-views.
The problem is that we have TNA or WWE, and both of them have really glaring flaws, you know? Mm-hmm. There's no really good... There's no show that, like, kind of stands out above everything.
Honestly.
But at least when you watch TNA, you get decent wrestling.
I might just turn to the indies. I might just turn to the indies for a while if this shit keeps up. We can review the indie. We can review freaking the indie scene for a few months. I don't care. If it keeps up, I refuse to watch.
But dude, that would get rid of like our one fan. It would be. It would be embarrassing.
We have to put ourselves through this week in and week out, don't we?
Yeah.
What happened, WWE? What happened? We used to have fun reviewing it. I mean, we still have fun. We had a good amount of laughs here. But it was at the just batshit insane mediocrity that's going on right now. We're laughing at you now, WWE, not with you. This was the C Show, and this is Riddler saying, "I'm a shark swimming with dolphins! Feed me!"
This is Liquid Nation saying, "God damn it, Riddler, you said what I was going to say."
This is Rattan saying, "Arms go up, arms go down, arms go up, arms go down."
Oh, and I'm also saying that WWE 12 is booking a pretty good match now for the World Heavyweight Championship. It is Daniel Bryan versus William Regal.
It's too bad that title's dead, dude.
It isn't in this game because it's held by William Regal. So
it's too bad that title's dead. Anyway, Rob, what do you want to say?